Give a round of applause to the comedian coming to the stage. He's a comedian from New Orleans, but now he makes Brooklyn home. Your first comedian of the night, ladies and gentlemen, Neal Stastny is here. Neal.
We're going for Greg, everybody. Wonderful man. Like Greg said, yeah, I'm from New Orleans. I live here. I'm the only person in my family who doesn't still live in Louisiana. And so that means my mom likes to try to track me over the internet and see what I'm up to. And she knows that she's not too proud of it or anything. She's a little embarrassed by it, but she's not too good at covering her tracks when she does it. Like a little while ago, I got an email saying that I got a comment on a YouTube video of mine. And I went and I read that comment, and I could definitely tell that it was written by my mom, and definitely written by accident. Because that comment said, "Dear Mary Lee, sorry I missed you after church. Let's get lunch next week. Sincerely, Karen." My mom, Karen, tried to send an email to her friend Mary Lee through the comment section of a YouTube video. And I had to call my mom on the phone and be like, "Mom, you know you can't just start typing all over the internet and just assume that it's going to know where you want it to go." Like in my mom's mind, she's like, "Oh, I can pay my bills online now, neat. Well, I wonder where I do that. Well, I'm on Rotten Tomatoes now. What I think of the Avengers? Visa 4868. The whole thing goes in." But she did not understand that what she did was wrong. She was like, "But it's close, right?" I'm like, "It's not close. It's not." I mean, I understand, that like the physical movements that you did are very similar to that of an email. I'll give you that. But Mary Lee has about as much chance of getting that message as if you hand wrote a letter, and then you put that letter in an envelope, and you addressed it, and you sealed it, you stamped it, and then you walked outside with it, and you put it in our pool, and then you walk back inside. I was like, boy, I hope Mary Lee just randomly falls in our pool, uninvited, one day, and gets that letter, because I am going to lunch. How bored do you think Americans were in the 1800s, where they thought it was fun to keep retelling the story of Johnny Appleseed to each other? Just this guy, his last name is Appleseed, and he plants apple seeds. Oh my God, every day, forever, until we still have to learn about this guy in school for some reason. And I understand that America is a young country, so we had to come up with our folk legends very quickly. But a lot of our folk legends stink. I feel like they're not done. You ever heard the story of John Henry? Do you know what I'm talking about? All right, well, John Henry, if you don't know, he's a guy, he worked for the railroad company, building railroad tracks. And then eventually the railroad company, they got a machine that would build the railroad tracks instead. So they fired John Henry and all his buddies. And John Henry said, "That is garbage. I am better than that machine. I challenge that machine to a railroad track building contest." And so John Henry fought the machine. And John Henry beat the machine. And because he tried so hard, he died. That's it. It's the whole story. That is too sad. That is not a folk story that we should be telling each other. It's actually a folk story that robots should be telling each other after they take over. You think about it. It's really a lot more of a robot's folktale where they're like, yeah, even if a human beats one of us, they'll just die because they get that tired. Robots! That's how it's going to end soon. I went to an opera a little while ago. Anybody ever been to an opera? Yeah? Did y'all like it? Yeah? Man, I hated it. I don't know, maybe I went to a shitty one. I went to Faust, and it was over 4 hours. Baseball games don't even last 4 hours. And that's like the most boring thing that we can all agree can still be entertainment. Also, you can get drunk at them. But yeah, man, this Faust, that was garbage. And I went with my girlfriend, and she knew I didn't want to go to the opera. And so to get me to go, she goes, "Look, if you go to this opera with me, when we get home, maybe we could do something that, we don't normally do. You could pick something that we don't, you could pick whatever you want, something that we don't normally do." So basically what she was saying is that she was willing to perform some sort of sex act that we don't normally get to do in exchange for my time. That's it. It's 4 hours of my time. I get to do some sex thing we don't do. Which sounds like a good deal, except for the fact that I really only like normal sex stuff. And we're already doing all that. So I've realized I've got to get some sort of fetish because as it is, I'm just going to the opera and then coming home and having normal sex like some kind of sucker. But it's hard to pick. It's harder than you think to pick a fetish because like what I got to do is I got to pick something that I'm really into, and it's got to be something that she doesn't really want to do, but is willing to do. Because that's the dynamic. That's the deal. Like I don't really want to go to the opera, but I'm willing to go, and she really wants to go. So that's what I've got to hit. But that's hard. So I was talking to a buddy of mine. I'm like, what should I do? And my friend immediately goes, dude, you should do anal. And I was like, all right, well, but the thing is, like, I don't really have any interest in that, and neither does my girlfriend. So if I pick that, then that's just two people begrudgingly having anal sex with each other. And that sounds like the worst time. And he thought about it for a bit, and he was like, yeah, but, she said she would do it, so you should probably just do it. It's like, these anal guys, they do not understand reason, I think. So, but I kept talking to him. I was like, well, what else? Anal doesn't work. He's like, what about role playing? And I was like, I think that's even worse than the anal, really, for me, because, I don't know. I've never once been having sex with a lady and thought to myself, my God, this is great. If only I had to also worry about acting. Never once. I'm not good at acting. Like, this would be me role playing. Like, okay, I'm your doctor now. I she would have made the appointment though, or whatever, so you know that. Anyway, oh, look here, I got your test results back. Turns out you're real horny, it says here. So really nothing to be alarmed about. It's perfectly natural thing to happen. It's actually very treatable as well. All you gotta do is just have normal sex. You don't even need a bunch of weird stuff. It'll be good sex. But, I feel like I'm complaining. I have the sex I like with my girlfriend or whatever, but I do want to utilize this deal because I didn't like that opera at all. So I need to figure out this fetish situation. And so I think I figured it out. If there's not like a sex act that really fits, what I got to do is I got to pick one of those fetishes that's so bizarre that I don't think actual sex even ever happens. So like guys dress up like in a diaper or whatever sometimes. I assume there's no sex going on. Anyway, whatever. That's not the one I want. What I want to do, here's what I've decided. So next time my girlfriend wants to go to the opera, I'll be like, all right, yeah, okay, we can go to the opera, but you know the deal. Afterwards, when we get home, you got to get naked, and you got to sit on a cake. Now, do I think that my girlfriend getting naked and sitting on a cake is erotic? No, I don't. But do I think that my girlfriend getting naked and sitting on a cake is hilarious? Absolutely. I'll get out of here soon. I grew up in New Orleans, like Greg said. It was a fun town to grow up in, but it can be kind of dangerous. I remember once I went to a pawn shop with some buddies of mine to go buy some old Nintendo games, and this other guy walked into the pawn shop and he went to the counter and he bought 2 bullets, and that's it. I guess sometimes you don't have enough money for an unsuspicious amount of bullets. You can just afford to get 2. It's weird with bullets. You buy a whole box, like, all right, he's going to the range, some target practice, whatever. You buy 2, it's like that guy's killing a loved one and then himself, right? That's what's happening. But what blew my mind was that he was so calm about this transaction, like his blatant step 1 and his plan to kill 2 people. And I was like, my God, I feel like if I were this guy, I'd act like I did when I was like 15 years old and trying to buy beer, Like, I buy like the beer, but then also some gum or a newspaper. To just try to distract from the illegal purchase. So I'd be like, let's see, what from this pawn shop? Couple of those car stereos, maybe. Yeah, I can't have too many of those. Never know when those are going to go out. That dented trumpet off the wall. Been wanting to learn that. And exactly 2 9mm bullets. Yeah, that should take care of them. This purchase. Hurry up. That's it for me, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the show.